Hey there. Uh, I had to build this construction to get my smartphone up there so that I could make a video because I was so upset. Looking at YouTube videos about Harvard coming out about chemtrails, or we have a lot of euphemisms for euthanasia these days, and one of them is solar geoengineering. Wow. So I'll bet you that you won't be reading about weather warfare any day soon. Bastards. So let's see if I can compile my thoughts here. So a few months ago you were all reading in the papers all around media, which is basically the same old lying institutions of power. They told you that chemtrails were a conspiracy theory, that wacko people like me, we were watching too many YouTube videos, and we were not going outside into reality, and chemtrails do not exist. So which is if you have any basic knowledge about history, then you will know that weather warfare programs and research started even before the Second World War. That is a lot of backtracking to do, and a hell of a lot of time to get good at it. It upsets me because everybody's still quiet. I actually still have friends who deny that chemtrails exist, and they'll be telling me I will never believe in chemtrails, as if it's a religion. And here's the funny thing, or the ironic thing, is that the people who are making YouTube videos about chemtrails are the people who are active and outside and looking at the skies. They are the ones who are filming it and telling you that there's something wrong going on here. They are spraying shit all over the skies. And it's so obvious. I can understand that people have a hard time admitting that they were wrong, because once you they're so obvious. And so what I would need to do would be to just backtrack and take us back in time to Al Gore's green campaign about global warming and the CO2 emissions. So what they told you were that the science is settled, which the science is never settled, people. Get over that fact. That's just bullshit. So, but then he went on tour, like a Madonna tour or something, in bed with Al Gore, and he made a lot of money. He made a fortune out of the global warming scam, and this is what they said. They said that CO2 emissions were making the whole planet, who believes in planets anymore? We know it's CGI bullshit. So the planet was heating because of CO2 emissions, and they were gonna cut their goal is actually, this is so insane, their goal is to reduce CO2 emissions to zero, which would basically mean that you're allowed to inhale but you're not allowed to exhale, which would make your life pretty short, and which would kill everything on the planet. Sorry, just a slip of the mind. They sort of do get in there. Bastards. So the thing that really upset me about the video is not only the obvious fact, they're spraying chemtrails. It's not a conspiracy theory. People wake up. You need to act on this. You need to do something. Well, what can we do? This is what we need to do. We need to regulate and stop all airplane traffic emissions and clean up the skies. We have like, so now we seriously have scientists who like so obviously scammed us and lied to us before. One day they're telling us that chemtrails is a conspiracy theory. The next day they're telling us that we have a solar geoengineering program to combat climate change, because they had to rename it now, so it's climate change. Well, fucking geoengineering, the climate is climate change, and weather warfare is definitely climate change, and with their ionospheric heaters everywhere popping up like fucking mushrooms from the ground, and like they even have them on the oceans, and they have the cell phone towers emitting microwave frequencies 24/7, and they're also like popping up like woodwork, and on top of that they're spraying us with barium, aluminium, strontium, biological warfare agents, and whatever, lithium, whatever. And now they are out. And they have a great offer for you. Just listen to this. So to save you, problem, reaction, solution, to save mankind, they are offering you for just the small cost of $10 billion a year. They are offering you to spray, which they think is, it's pretty cheap. that's really what they said. And to spray you with toxic chemicals to save you. Wow, gee, thanks. Like, there is a big movement of people who have been telling you to stop fucking spraying us with chemicals, and you called us conspiracy theorists, and now you're selling the people the deal to buy the conspiracy theory. Really? Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. So what they're doing is this. They're waging a war against your feelings, in a way. Because your feelings are your moral compass, or the way that you guide yourself through life. Like, they really sell humanity and nature short. And why they do that is not because, like, the lack of glory in everything around us, or in, like, humanity. Because humanity is something awesome, really. Like, human beings are creative, loving, and caring. We are not, like, we're not square head calculators. We do not do things strictly out of necessity. We do things out of care and love, and we do totally unnecessary shit just because we feel inspired in the moment. And that is what being human is, and it's a beautiful thing. And nature around us, like the sun and like the trees and everything, the birds, and we didn't create that, and like I find immense beauty in it, and I think most of us do. It's hard to find people who walk out into a pristine forest who say, oh Jesus, this looks like crap. The things we do, they do tend to look like crap, because like these psychopathic elitist bastards feel that just because they can use a calculator, they have a right to play God and like basically fuck up creation in any way they see fitting. And that really pisses me off. And what pisses me off even more is like people being compliant and complicit in it, not saying anything, not taking responsibility, nothing. And I don't know. I don't want to end this in a like sad note, so I'll just tell you what the scam is. So they tell you like the sun is bad for you, and then oh, looky there, they're making an artificial sun, or they'll tell you that food does not have enough nutrition in it, and we need to genetically modify it. And oh, looky there, we have GMOs that are not healthy for you. Please do check out all the information that's coming out about GMOs. And also human beings, we apparently need to like be remade to be sufficient in this system. And it's like we don't need it. They need us. They need us to kill us. they need us to do all the bullshit that we're doing to ourselves because we buy into their lies. And we buy into it by being complicit and lying every day of our lives and not telling the truth or standing up for our reality and life here.